What's up, hot makers? Welcome to HotMakes right here on all the things. HotMakes Live, the Edge of Check channel. We're still on Twitch. If you're on Twitch, how you doing? I have still not signed into that. I'm not sure if Geary has, but I haven't.
Do we have anybody like watching from Twitch right now? Is that even a thing that people
I'm
even care
not
about?
sure. I see comments every week from somebody on Twitch. So
if you're watching from Twitch, shoot a comment.
Yeah. If you're watching from Twitch, shoot a comment. Like I said, we're kind of everywhere. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, my YouTube. Oh, we're everywhere. So welcome to the show. This is HotMakes, where we talk to awesome people in the community. We show awesome projects made by you. All you have to do is tag hashtag HotMakes if you find that on the Twitters. If you see something else, you can always email me, chat me on Twitter, something like that. I know we are terrible about looking. Well, Facebook doesn't allow us to just pull them, so we can't find them on Facebook unless you tell me. And Instagram, I need to get that done. I just need to put more time into that. So hashtag HotMakes. Find something cool, make something cool, whatever it is. Tag us at hashtag HotMakes. That's how we get some cool stuff to show off. We are almost to 800 subscribers on the HotMakes channel. So if you have not subscribed to that channel, jump over there, hit that subscribe button. We would really appreciate it. And we're going to keep rolling. I think someday we're either going to like condense them back into like one channel or something. We'll figure that out. But for now, welcome everywhere you are. What else do we got? There is a link in the description if you feel like tossing us a couple bucks. It is a PayPal link and it'll go towards, I don't know, cookies, water, batteries for a microphone, whatever it is. That was a joke because
is anyone gonna get that joke yet?
No one's gonna get that joke yet. Tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but soon, you'll get that joke. And I'm wearing a different shirt, so it'll be very obvious. Watch for my videos and just know that it wasn't half a video that I didn't have audio in, and I have to go back and re-record tonight. Geary. I see this. I see what's happening here, Geary. Maybe it was you that cut my mic. What else do we got? Hey, real quick, shout out. Shane from Saber Bay was here last week. Thank you so much, Shane, for all the advice. I talked to him after the show. Him and Christoph were trying to get my Saber back. I got a Saber plug. I totally forgot to bring the hilt over here. I can confirm the hilt is good. It works, and the Saber plug works in the hilt. So the problem is my blade. So we're working that out. Shane is awesome. Sergio sent me an email that he picked up a lightsaber. So I think he got it from Shane. Let us know in the chat. But he picked up a lightsaber, sent me a video, and it's pretty awesome. So congrats on that, Sergio. And I got to show you this real quick because if you go to his site, the Saber Bay site, and search coin, he has some credits, and these things are awesome. They're metal. They're actually really heavy. I was not expecting what they were. I'm not gonna. That's what I'm trying to get at here. Let's see if I can show that better. There we go. Little credits there. Whoa. Come on. There we go. So pretty cool stuff, and it's a nice coin. So check those out. Those are pretty cool. And that kind of brings me to a guest we have tonight. I'm super pumped. We've been texting back and forth for a couple months now. Christoph from Sinister Props said, hey man, you got to talk to Aaron. He's doing crazy stuff. And admittedly, I am terrible about following everybody on social media, but Caleb in the background, he edits my videos and all that good stuff. He's like, dude, I've been following him on Instagram. We gotta get him on. And so tonight we have an awesome guest. Aaron from Galactic Armory will be with us, and he has some really cool stuff to show. I think I'm pretty much out of like house cleaning stuff. Geary, am I missing anything before we rock and roll?
No, I think we're good to go.
So let's see. I wanted to just 2 seconds.
I'm still working on pulling up the link that you asked me for before the show.
Yeah. Should I do a desk video? No, I shouldn't. All right. If you didn't see, there you go. If you didn't see the shirt, that's my only desk shirt. For you that get this, you get it. For those of you who don't, I did a really not the best video ever about a desk review on a 3D printing channel recently, and I got a lot of static, especially from Sam Prentice. And so we have only desk shirts now. So there's that. Christoph is in the chat. Hey, how you doing? Well, with that being said, I told him I'd give him at least 2.5 seconds notice. But I'm gonna give him like 5 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, my pleasure. We've been talking before the show. Super cool dude. Aaron, how you doing?
I'm great. Thank you. Thank you for having me here. I'm excited.
Hey man, no problem. I love it. Admittedly, Christoph, pointed you out, and I was like, I gotta go check his stuff out. And then Caleb was like, man, we got to have him on. So we love your stuff. Before we get too far, who are you? What do you do? And kind of like the elevator pitch, and then we'll dive into it.
Sure. So my name is Aaron. I run a channel called Galactic Armory, where I focus on mostly 3D printing Star Wars and other Halo props, other science fiction, mostly in the realm of 3D printing and costuming and prop making in general. So that's kind of what I do. I've been doing it for probably 5 years now, full time, and yeah, having a lot of fun, making a lot of cool stuff, I think. So
I love it. And welcome. I know I gotta say this. Christoph might be our only viewer on Twitch. He is chatting from Twitch.
We have two.
Any idea?
There's two.
Oh, we have two. We have two.
Oh no.
Yes. So there you go. But yeah, that's awesome, man. I don't think people understand everything that you do. We just brought you on. A lot of people probably don't know who you are. But he tipped me off to something, and I want to start with this because I want to get this out of the way in the beginning. You have a very rather large print farm that you do a ton of 3D printing on, right?
Yes, I do. So I sell both 3D files that people use in 3D printers, as well as 3D prints themselves. And so basically what started as 5 3D printers in a spare bedroom, eventually I outgrew it. And now I have a warehouse with 80 CR10 V2 3D printers.
Nice. 80 CR10
Yep.
V2.
They keep the place very warm.
Wait, 80.
80, yep.
You do the maintenance on all those?
I do not. I had to bring in a friend to help me. I used to, and boy, it takes a lot of time.
Yeah. Well, I got to tell you, come on. Who doesn't love this right here?
Yeah. Those are my new favorite things.
The articulated stormtrooper dog. Someone tag Chris Perillo. Let's get him in here because he has to print this next. The articulating stormtrooper doll. So this is like one of the cool things that you do. I mean, this was kind of a no-brainer though. You gotta tell me. Like one day, did you say, I think I need to make a articulator stormtrooper?
I'm like, I can't believe it took me this long to finally get around to
it. I love it. Well, you do like just a ton of stuff. Here's a pretty dang awesome lightsaber, right? And it looks like it's a medieval Obi-Wan Phantom Menace sword, I guess you called it.
Inspired by some artwork by Jake Bartok. So yeah, that's a really fun one to do. I'm working on another one. It's almost finished.
Is this 3D printed?
So that is the render of a 3D file.
Okay.
But yes, I have a physical one printed as well.
Nice. So are you going to release the files for this? Or is this like a kind of a thing that you're selling as a kit or a prop, or how's that work?
So I do sell most of my 3D files on my website, galacticarmory.net. Sure. But I'm doing a lot of medieval stuff lately, and all of those are going to be on my Patreon exclusively.
Oh, nice.
So kind of trying to get some nice perks for the Patreon people out there.
I think that is an awesome perk. Just from the renders, it looks pretty dang cool.
I'm really happy with how this came out.
Whoa! All of a sudden, there was a second Gary pulled you up. Oh, there you go. There's a picture of some of your printers there, huh?
Yeah. That's it's a while ago now. We might have added some more from after that video. Honestly,
it was the last it was the last shop tour that I could find on the channel, so I didn't know where else to find
I
pictures.
should do an updated one.
Yeah.
Oh, we love it. I mean, there's just like super cool stuff like this. I mean, do you these ideas that like people give you, or you just kind of grab them and they come out of nowhere? How's your process of coming up with a model like this?
It's a little bit of everything. So some suggestions, I get a ton of suggestions on new files, and as much as I would love to make them all, each one takes a lot of time to work on. So I have to kind of pick and choose, but sometimes it just feels good to work on something that I just want to do. And a lot of it comes out of necessity of me wanting to make it.
Sure.
So I'll, drum up the files, get it made, and print it out myself and finish it. And
what do you use to design your files?
it kind of depends on the files. So for something like that bust, it's kind of more of an organic sculpting program like ZBrush.
Okay.
Think more like clay.
Sure.
Forming. Whereas something like a rifle or armor, something that's kind of geometrically simple, that's more done in something like Autodesk or 3ds Max, something more like SolidWorks engineering type.
Sure. Phase 2 Clone Trooper. Hey, Chris is here. I got to show him this. You need this. You definitely need this. So Chris Perla, huge Star Wars, admittedly huge Star Wars fan. Little one is named Jedi, if that helps. I think I said that right, Jedi. Now I'm second guessing myself, Chris. I'm pretty sure. Anyways,
I'm pretty sure that is correct.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I said it out loud, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure. Lately on TikTok, he's been doing dad jokes, and it's hilarious, the faces that she's giving him. But yeah, I saw this. And
cocky.
I saw this, and he says, yes, I need that. But yeah, I mean, so you come up with a model, something like a mask, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you throw it up. Oh, there you go. There's another version, right?
So that's not a 3D printed helmet, but it did start as it originally.
So do you mold these then?
Some of them, yeah. Some of the more like some of the more popular ones.
Nice. So
just because it takes a lot of effort to then build the mold, and you don't want to spend all the time building it and only sell one.
Right.
So
well, how is this one done? You said it wasn't 3D printed. It was originally, but then do you go to like vacuum forming or?
So this one is kind of like a silicone mold. So you 3D print out the helmet, that's your base form, and then you like make it's called a matrix mold around the helmet. Basically, you're creating a silicone sleeve of the helmet that you then pour like a 2-part mixture of resin. Oh. So it starts out as liquid. You slosh it around a bunch, and eventually that liquid resin will harden. And what's left is one of those helmets. You just kind of pull it out of the silicone, and
nice.
You've got a helmet that's already smoothed out and just about ready to paint.
That's pretty awesome. And then this is something like that you would sell on your website or on I think you said Etsy, right?
Yep, I also sell them both.
Nice. So another example, is this made the same way?
So that's a render actually.
Oh, gotcha.
So that's another medieval helmet render from the Jake Bartok.
I see, and it's on your Patreon. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. There we go. So
there's my boy.
That I was gonna say that brings us to this. So Christoph, being Master Chief himself now, like he is everywhere, even on stage.
Crazy.
Yeah, I heard he's really good at twerking now. But
sure he's got some practice in.
But he mentioned that
giggity.
I love it. He mentioned that we got to talk about this. So, for one, do you have any idea, like how tall is this thing? Let's start there. Like how tall?
So from the top of his head, because his rifle kind of pokes above his head,
sure.
Is he's 7'2".
7'2".
So I wanted it to match, the Canon Master Chief size. And working on Arbiter now. And Arbiter is even taller than Master Chief and like more massive in every way. So
aren't the elites like 9 feet tall or something stupid like that?
He is definitely over 8 feet tall. It's going to be I'm gonna have to think of new ways to make sure that it doesn't fall over just from it being so tall.
I don't, I mean, do you have any idea how many kilograms or how many hours you have into printing this?
Oh gosh. In printing it, Master Chief, I think, took, I want to say 30 kilograms of filament and what was it, 100 total days of 3D printing. So like 2,400 hours
Jeez,
of just print time.
just print time.
Yeah. So I think he cost around like $500 in filament alone.
plus the print time, electric, all
Yeah,
that.
it took me like 6 months to finish that project from start to finish.
That's crazy. And did you just dedicate some printers straight to it? Like you didn't do your whole farm at that, did you?
I dedicated around 12.
Okay. So 12 printers, you said about 2,400 hours.
It was a
That's
project.
Awesome.
It's my biggest one to date, but soon to be eclipsed by the Arbiter.
The Arbiter, yeah. So what? Let's see. That's unreal. My suit was like 8 weeks of continuous printing. Christoph said. So in this, did you like slice it? Did you slice it all up yourself? Did you have a model you went off of? As far as like, let's say, for instance, the arm, right? Did you have an arm model and then you slice it up to print it in chunks, or did you just have each piece?
That's basically right. So what I started with was a file that I offer on my website in 1/6 scale. So it only stood about like a foot tall.
1/6 scale.
So, I mean, the math is pretty simple. I just multiplied it by 6. Each part was kind of already pre-separated. So like I had a file for just his arm.
Sure.
But, you know, since his arm is so big now, I've got to use a program to cut it up into smaller pieces that can fit on my 3D printer. And yeah, assemble it from there and then smooth it all out and hide all the seams.
That's unbelievable. So you, what did you use like to adhere everything together? What did you use? Like a glue, a gloop, 3D gloop, or what did you do?
Yeah, so I mostly just use CA cyanoacrylate super glue, and I do a lot of 3D welding with like using a 3D pen to fill in gaps of like between parts with just more filament. Sometimes I use a soldering iron to just weld the pieces together.
Sure.
It's worked so well.
That's awesome. So far. No, that's really cool. And then a lot of countless hours of sanding and painting, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I found a lot of good ways to avoid sanding. Funny enough.
What, can you share one of those with us? Because
it's just like certain tools, like a little detail sander that's only about like 1 inch wide, so that I could like, you know, scoot into areas that, you know, my power tools can't really get to, or my fingers don't want to get to.
I love it. 3D welding is the way to go. Yes. So yeah, I mean, so you got this done. It took like 6 months, you said, dedicated like 12 printers pretty much full time to do it. We know next, you said it, the Arbiter.
Yep. So currently working on the Arbiter. I've got like two of his feet printed out. And
that's what we saw next to this one, right?
Yep. There's a lot to go. But I want to make them so that I could disassemble them like Master Chief.
So you could take this to shows, or
basically
be portable-ish. I guess portable is relative in this case.
One of these days I want to start going to more conventions as a seller, and I'd probably bring Master Chief just for the the eye candy.
Right. I think you should have two. You should tell Christoph to show up, have him stand there like on the side of your booth, and then he could actually like move and like scare people. I think that's, you know, that would be awesome. Here you go. Here's a good question. Will you ever do a full set of ODST armor? Halo 3.
I really want to. That's one that's requested a lot, and I don't know if I'll get back into more Halo stuff, but that's definitely on the top of the list for Halo things if I get back to it.
So I got it. You do a lot of Star Wars, right?
Mhm.
Have you ever done or thought of doing a full size any character from
Oh
Star
yeah,
Wars?
like
Yeah.
a clone trooper or a stormtrooper. I know somebody 3D printed a life size Darth Vader. He does a lot of cool stuff, and yeah, I'm gonna be 3D printing a life size Yoda as a commission for somebody here in like a week or so.
Oh wow,
So that'll be
that's
fun
cool.
because Yoda's only like 2 feet tall. So
Yeah.
as far as life size projects go, he's a pretty easy one.
That's awesome. If you guys have questions at all for Aaron, drop them in the chat. We're going to get as many questions as we can answered as well. I know we've been talking about Mastery, but this thing is it's a monster. I can only imagine seeing this thing in person. It looks awesome.
He's a lot of fun
from what we see here. So this brings me to like, is there? Oh wait a minute! I just saw something I got to ask you about now. Tell me, was this a birth announcement?
A pregnancy announcement, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Pregnancy announcement.
Yep.
I didn't even read it until I mentioned that, but I saw the little helmet. I was like, that is amazing.
Yes.
Yes.
Somebody made that for me and shipped it to me, and I was like, oh gosh, can I use this as a pregnancy announcement? Because we haven't told anybody yet, but this is so perfect.
It's so good. And then you talked about oh, here you go. Here's the Arbiter you're working on, right?
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yep. So working on printing the lower body right now. It's a lot of 3D printing.
Wow. And you're talking about your glue there, your welding,
yep.
A lot of sanding. I gotta say, nice clean workbench. I can't say that myself.
It has significantly gotten worse.
It also looks like it doesn't wobble.
Funny. Red Light says, where can we find files? So I believe you said Patreon. I think you said Galactic Armory.net and Etsy. Is there anywhere else we can find files?
Those are where I do. Those are where I sell most of them.
Nice.
I just popped this link tree in the chat.
There you go. Yeah, perfect. And then Joel Finn. I bet this is very subjective to the character, but I don't know. Do you have like set rates for commissions, or how does that work?
Oh, I don't know. This one, I just charged him $200 for just the print because he wants to finish it himself.
Oh, okay.
But I just kind of threw that number out because I wasn't really sure how much filament this thing would cost to make. And, I have to make the 3D model first, which takes its own amount of time and effort. But
sure.
I don't do finished commissions very often unless it's like a really cool project that I want to do.
Sure. Well, I mean, that's a lot of time and money. And people will be like very surprised to do, for instance, Christoph's suit of armor. I mean, to have somebody do that, you're probably looking at $5,000+. I mean, by the time you print it and finish it and fit it and model it and all of the things, I mean, if you reach out to somebody, it's not cheap. And I think there's a whole crew of people that make Iron Man suits and stuff like that, and they always get asked like, "Can you make us one? Can you do this?" And they're like, "I don't think you understand how much time and effort and."
That's why I've had lots of people ask me to make them a clone trooper armor, but it's a very like personal and time intensive thing.
So I'm not sure if this is a joke or not. Can you recommend a good desk for doing my modeling work?
Anything that doesn't wobble and has 4 legs.
I love it.
One that has lights that actually respond to the music.
Yes. Oh yeah, LED lights a must on a desk. We got to have that RGB for
love.
Yeah. Ethan's dad says, I bought a helmet or two from Galactic Armory. Is there a Rebel Shock Trooper helmet available yet?
I don't have anything like that right now, but I am trying to get more into some Empire Age stuff right now. So probably start with like a Death Trooper, a Shore Trooper, a classic Stormtrooper. That's close on the horizon.
Nice, Marcus. There you go. So if you'll have to shoot us some pictures of your helmet, Marcus. I'm curious to see. Also, let's see what else do we got here. Caleb had whoa. I don't know what's happening. I'm hitting buttons, and I think Geary's hitting buttons at the same time. Caleb says, as someone who's studying the helmets and stuff with high scrutiny to design the files, what are some of the most interesting details and inconsistencies you've seen in the designs?
Oh,
That's
gosh.
super technical.
Yeah, but it has an answer, and it's a pretty frustrating one. So let's just take the show The Mandalorian, for example.
Sure.
They can change basically anything they want to when they're making the show. And, oftentimes they do just midway through the season because like the costume part breaks or something.
Sure.
And it's up to the modelers to like see that, identify that, and then try and replicate that. And, some shows like an animated TV show or like the animated clones in Revenge of the Sith or Attack of the Clones, they're all animated, so they don't actually have to, they're not actually restricted by human body proportions. So it is a pretty challenging thing to actually run and, operate in that armor.
Right.
You have it as accurate as you can get it. But, the clones in the movie are like diving and rolling, but there's no way.
Yeah. Well, what until a season is really done, and then you could say season 1. I don't know if you ever watched the Netflix Daredevil series.
Mm-hmm.
Classic example. Daredevil's outfit changed every season. It got different. And it started off just with like the thing tied around his head and the black outfit, right? And then he went to more of the Daredevil look later. And in like cosplay and everything, you saw that people were replicating that, and then all of a sudden next season they're like, well, now I'm kind of outdated, or they like that look still, so they kept it, right? And then they went to the next one. And like you said, it can change so fast that when a season's done, at least you can say season 1, and the next season they could come and have a little bit different look. And
sometimes even the same costume within the same season is different. They might have like a stand-in version where it looks really good, the character's just standing there, or they might have a stunt version where the character can move around a little bit more, but it might be missing some of those details. So you can have like people looking as close as they can and like, well, the detail's not there, but it is over here. So which one do we use?
Right.
That's
like, true.
You kind of have to interpret it.
Well, and I only know a couple people that have like say full stormtrooper armor. And they say you can't move a lot. Like there's not a lot of movement. Yeah. And that's a pretty funny when you think about it. A lot of those things, like the Iron Man, I mean, Master Chief, another example. The only thing that Christoph's got going is, like you say, he can twerk it on stage there. But
he's really moving.
Yeah, he did. Well, it was just amazing. Like one thing I loved, maybe Caleb can find the video when Christoph is on stage, and he opens his arms out, and he's so big already. Mm-hmm. Like he's a tall guy already, and he opens his big arms out and on stage, and that's just such a cool moment. And someone was talking about the different helmets. I gotta love the Skull Trooper helmet.
Oh yeah, that's an awesome design.
Yeah.
This is one I made, but it's awesome.
What was that?
I was going to ask, is that the one that it's similar to? I think it's one of the 501st garrisons in Mexico, I believe, that had like Skull Trooper armor or Stormtrooper armor. I don't know what I'm talking about. Ignore me.
I don't know either.
It might be Abraham, the guy that made the helmet. He's from Mexico, I believe. So that might be what you're thinking about.
There you go. And he's a 501. How do they say it?
501st.
There you go. 501st. You look at that and you're like 501. STL, bro.
I wish this were canon. That would be so cool.
Oh man. It's so funny. But yeah, I mean, you do some cool stuff. So anything on the horizon, like any cool project? I know you probably are full blown on the new one that you're doing, but like there's some cool helmets and stuff behind you. Anything cool that you're working on that you can actually talk about, right? Like that?
Oh yeah. So Arbiter is my big physical project. I'm also working on, a lot of different things. Any prop maker will tell you they probably have a workbench full of work in progress projects.
Sure.
I got a sword. I got medieval armor.
I'm digging the
lots of
medieval.
helmets.
I am digging the medieval look.
So I got like this guy that we saw before, right? This stormtrooper. Got a little
awesome.
death trooper friend to go with him. And sorry, these are real noisy, clattering. But working on some like realistic looking figurines as well. So, like,
nice. Let's see.
So,
that's cool. And all those files are available currently or working on it?
They're work in progresses.
Okay.
We got a few more things to tweak.
Nice. Well, when you're ready, I would love to print one of the articulating troopers.
They're a lot of fun.
So.
And you can just print them in one piece. So it makes it a lot easier.
We'll have to follow. When you're ready, I can't wait to say they're ready because I'm going to jump on and grab those. And then I can say, look, I printed a stormtrooper.
I've got the stormtrooper one. I forgot that I have released the stormtrooper one.
Oh, you have?
So that one's on my website.
Nice. I'm going to have to go there after the show then. And then let's see. One thing that here you go. I got to show this real quick. I was just going through. I'm sad that I missed this.
That was so much fun. Like I got to use that at our house to give out candy, and I got a lot of compliments on it. So I was really happy with that.
The Death Star pumpkin candy bowl. There's so many puns. Like
I'm trying to do more, like fun, unique stuff nowadays.
Sure.
Just because working on like accurate down to the little smallest detail. Yeah. It's a lot of work, but it's fun to work on a project like a Death Star pumpkin candy bowl.
Why not? Everybody needs a Death Star pumpkin candy bowl.
I thought so.
Yeah. I mean, and if you reprinted it in gray, you pretty much have a Death Star.
Yeah. So I was like, might as well just make an actual Death Star bowl.
It's from Gord Vader. There you go. I knew the puns would start flying here. So we did have one other question. Let's see. There's always this question. Any promo codes going on? Black Friday? No.
We'll be having a Black Friday sale. So usually when that comes around, it's 50% off 3D files.
Oh, so nice.
That's one of the only 2 sales of the year that I do.
That's going to be awesome. So if we wanted to grab a helmet, like Marcus did or something like that, that stuff will be hopefully on sale for the STLs.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nice. Well, there you go. You guys heard it here. You got to check out. Stay tuned because 50% off. You could start printing yourself some buckets. A lot of buckets.
Yeah.
So you're working on the little things. Anything helmet wise, like big helmet wise, you're working on that you can talk about? I guess I should always preface that. Well, if you can't talk about it, I get it.
I have no problem talking about it. But season 2 of the Bad Batch is coming up in January, I believe. They keep moving it, but so working on a tech helmet for that right now.
Oh, okay.
Working on my medieval Captain Rex as part of the medieval armor, and decided to start another helmet. It is a 187th Legion clone trooper helmet. So did a lot of taping on that today.
Well, we can't wait to see that. That'll be awesome.
Yeah, might lay down some purple after this. We'll see.
Sith Lord Britt says anniversary and Black Friday sales.
Yep, that's it.
When is your anniversary?
May 27th, I believe.
There you go.
May 20th.
Now you know. So if you miss Black Friday, at least you can wait till May.
Yeah. So
I love it. So I got a crazy one for you. Least favorite finishing technique that you have to do.
Oh,
besides sanding. Everybody hates sanding. You can't say sanding.
Sanding is a general suffering. But when I did my Mandalorian armor, I thought I was going to lose my mind because doing chrome paint, it takes a lot. And I had a deadline that I was up against, so I rushed some things that shouldn't have been rushed, and Eventually got it all figured out. But that chrome paint of that Beskar,
Sure.
that's pretty hard to replicate and preserve. So you can get it right, but maybe it scratches at the smallest thing and
Sure.
loses its brightness and quality.
It's just not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a good one. Do you have any suits of armor that you wear and you finished yourself? I think you just talked about a Mandalorian, but was that for you?
I did some skits back in the day in my Mandalorian armor. Like, took it to Walmart, bought myself a Baby Yoda. I've got a Boba Fett now that I like to wear. Want to do more skits in those costumes when I have the time. But
let's go to Walmart. You got like 6 baby. You're walking around with 6 Grogu's in your arms.
Yeah, it was a Halloween party, and I'm like, well, let's just screw around. Let's go.
That's
let's
awesome.
go. See what's Walmart doing.
You should just throw it on and head over to the bar.
I want to start I want to go to the gym, honestly, in a set of costume and just see if I can weightlift.
Would you be able to move enough?
Probably not. I might be able to get some movements in, but
well, I mean, that's what Christoph does. He just puts on, he takes him like an hour, but he puts on Master Chief and he just walks to his corner bar and he's like, "What's up?" And everybody's like, "Whoa!"
Everybody's buying him drinks.
Yeah. Like rest of the night, he's got a straw. Like he actually has a built-in hole now. He just throws the straw.
That's awesome.
I just made that up, but
okay.
It would be pretty funny.
He should if he doesn't.
Do we, Geary? Do we find the Master Chief on stage clip? I think. It's on
I got it. You want it
Props, Instagram. We do have some cool stuff I want to show for HotMakes as well, and also, there it is. See, ask and you shall receive. Geary got a RAM upgrade recently, so there's that.
Okay.
Let's see. Can I make this any better? Let's see. I can't play the audio. I got dinged last week for playing something, so I better not. So this is him on stage, right?
Yeah.
We're just gonna be hanging out with Megan Thee Stallion. That's it.
He sent me that video because he used my 3D files to make that armor, which is really cool. He sent me that video. I'm out of touch, so I had no idea really who that was. And then I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then I just see like a news article about it an hour later, like Master Chief twerks with Megan Thee Stallion. I'm like, oh, I've heard that name now.
I love it. Well, this is my best part. Like he's so big. I can't go back, which is crazy. He's so big. Oh, there's his twerk there. Let's see if I can read. There we go. His arms are like giant, and then on that screen, he's just like. Whew.
So
that's so
Master
cool
Chief.
that you had a part in that too. And I mean, you have the standard like non-moving one, and now you have an articulating one. If you,
yeah. The fun part about a statue, though, is it just can stay there. You don't have to put it on and get all sweaty.
It's true. That's true. Awesome. Well, we have some cool stuff I want to show to you, and we do a thing called HotMakes, and we check out stuff that the community has shown, and I want to make sure we get to that. Before we get to that, though, I do want to throw out this really quick here. This is Abby Math. This is a link to her 3D printing for mental health and suicide. We talked about it a couple weeks ago, and I just want to toss the chat the link again one more time. And this is all about printing these awesome. There we go. I'm going to pull this up. So this is all about printing these awesome little keychains and spreading the joy, spreading the love, whatever, handing them out, keeping them in your pocket, whatever you need to do. And a couple weeks ago, we had Polymaker on. They donated some spools, and we've seen people printing these now. So don't forget about this. There is awesome stuff coming. I think Abby is going to jump on and give us a really cool update next week when we have David Hewlett on. So I just want to keep that fresh in everybody's mind. The link's in the description. If you haven't printed them yet, don't forget. Abby, let me know. I know I was going to ask you next week, but have we matched? Have we got to the number where the match ends yet? Because I know for everyone that was printed up to a certain number, a whole bunch of different creators were going to match and toss in extra money, and it's going to be a really cool fundraising event. So everyone print yours. There you go. And me included.
Yeah, that's a cool idea.
Yeah, she comes up with some really cool stuff in the community and came up with this, and it's such a cool just such a cool all around idea for people in the community. So don't forget, if you print them, you have to tag what she calls out in that article or in that post. So 50. Oh, we're far. We gotta get some more people out there. I think you're matching up. Is it matching up to 200 now or 100? Or is it 500? Let me know. I keep saying, I remember seeing all these updates and a bunch of people are like, hey, I'll match up to this much. And so she has a bunch of cool people involved. So, but we'll get a good update for her next week. And our initial was 100 printed solid, threw down the challenge to 500. Nice.
Wow.
So we're around 50. We got to get that number up. So if you haven't printed these yet, it doesn't matter what color. If you want to stick with yellow, do yellow and black. If you have any other colors because you don't have yellow at home, do it. Tag what you saw in that post, hashtag yellow ribbon 3D print. And I believe you got to tag Abby. Don't forget to tag Abby as well. With that being said, let's check out some cool stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Here's some HotMakes for you. So most of this will be 3D printed stuff. Today, the first one is a post that I actually did. I totally spaced posting the acrylic paints we did on Halloween. So we did that with Devin from Make Anything and Marcy, the mixed media girl. My last one, I printed a spider web. It was like just a couple layers, so it's pretty flimsy. It was nice. And I left it in the paint. And the first one I tried to peel it out. It actually turned out really cool, but this one I left it in the paint. I gotta say,
I love that.
Yeah, I gotta say the texture came out really cool. If you have not tried acrylic paint pouring, you got to try it. Like it sounds a lot. Crazy, cool. But it is. It's so much fun. But I left the spider web in this. It turned out really good, and I'm super pumped about that one actually. And then let's see, we had little side look at the spider web there. Okay, nice. So this is the original one. I poured over that, and then I peeled the spider web out, and it like mixed and bubbled, and it was crazy looking. Okay. And then it ended up to be like this, and actually I think it came out pretty cool.
It was cool.
Definitely different. I didn't know if I was gonna like that one or not. And then this one, I don't know what happened. The 70s called and threw up all over my painting. They partied too much.
That's a carpet that looks like that.
I'm telling you, I don't know what I was doing with colors, but this thing, I don't know. It's interesting.
That is cool though.
So if you're into the 70s or maybe you love these colors, let me know. We can maybe we'll get this to you. The other cool thing is I actually posted there was a lot of glow paint in them. Oh. And that second one, the purple one, the lighter purple one, glue, whatever, the best. And that actually came out pretty cool. It's super hard to get these things to glow long enough to take a picture.
Oh yeah, the lighting.
I got like a black light on it, like, come on. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, focus. So this one right here, I think that came out. I actually like that.
That's
one
really
a lot.
Cool.
And then let's see. This one, not so much. This was the spider web one. Let's see. It's really hard to see. I don't even know how it glowed like that with not seeing the spider web in it. Yeah. Pretty sure. And then this one was that 70s one. I have no idea what was going on here, but it was fun though. I definitely had a good time, and check it out if you haven't done that. Have some fun, and
That's really cool.
Yeah, this one's my winner. I like that one, and then when we go back next year for Halloween, we'll put this one up. My wife actually gave me the okay. We're putting this up in the house.
Right on.
So, all right, on to more cool stuff. All right, M Stone 42690 did this. It says tough
The
luck.
Halo skull.
There you
Yeah,
go.
the luck skull. That's really cool.
Tough luck, and finished it. Super cool. I don't have the patience. I need to work on a big project like this because it'll force me to have the patience to finish something like this.
That is some fun stuff to weather too, and like to try and match the bone coloring and make that look aged and dirty. That's awesome.
Well, that's what I figured you would have some good input on this because I look at it like,
starting with that.
I paint like a 2-year-old. If it wasn't for pouring that other paint, it would be bad. It would be like finger paints or something. But yeah, this one was really cool. I think they did a great job. I'm not sure who this is, but they did a really good job. Like you said, getting that skull color and look. And
that's such a cool idea to print out the Halo skulls.
There you go. Idea.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to make like an oddball.
Oh yeah.
Like actually be able to throw it.
Yeah, get like some
eyes and everything.
Some fake flames in there.
Yeah.
Ooh, there you go.
That'd be awesome.
Stephen Poole printed Arion official Forest Rainbow, and this is a model by Fotis Mint. Let's go. Making sure I was muted. So last week on my channel, I got a copyright notice. I don't even think we played the audio, but I played a little bit of video. It was like 10 seconds or something.
Oh gosh.
And so now I'm be a little more careful.
Is that glowing in the dark?
It's definitely reacting in the UV.
That's cool.
What was the thing, like what was the video that you got caught on?
It was the lightsaber battle.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. This is super good. There you go.
It's cool though. That's awesome.
That's not creepy at all.
That's a creepy model, but
I love it. Yeah, I love it. Steven,
I don't know if you guys realize it or not, but this print is it.
Nice.
That was definitely it. This is another Stephen Poole. We showed some flexible gingerbread people yesterday, right? Last week, and I had to show this one because this one I thought was hilarious. It's like the big and the little, and you can't hear what's going on in the background, but it's pretty funny. But to me, without audio and context, this kind of reminds me of like a hostage situation. They're
tied together like on a concrete floor.
Like Cookie Monster standing over
buttons.
Yeah. On Drury Lane. So nice work, Steven. I think I don't know why. That's when I saw this thing rotating, I was just like, yeah, that's definitely a hostage thing. Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? So good. Oh, what else do we got here? Local Maker Michigan. This is all the rage. The Taco Bell bag. Got so much coverage in the last week. It's crazy. So this one was thanks Uncle Jesse for reminding me to print the paper sack. This is a printed solid transition roll. Let's just do this. There we go. And I think this
is the first I've seen this. What, they scanned a Taco Bell bag?
I think so. And then was it Clayton or Uncle Jesse that did it in flexible? So you get like squish it.
Yeah, I saw that TikTok.
That's almost sorry, I keep interrupting. That's not too far away from like a lot of times in movies they'll use like a cloth or like a silicone paper bag, so it's not creating that crinkly noise in the microphones, and then they'll add the crinkly noise later in post. So you're not, if that's printed in flexible filament, that's not too far off.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's someone you should have on the show, is Uncle Jesse, if you haven't already.
We get Clayton on sometimes. Actually,
Who's
I
Clayton?
believe. What was that?
Who's Clayton?
Uncle Jesse. Anyways, I think I have to look towards the end of the year, early next year, he'll be back on.
Awesome. That's a cool guy.
But yeah, he's awesome. I got the pleasure to meet him in person at IRF. Just like exactly like you expect, by the way.
Cool.
Super cool guy. I see Tripod is here. Well, 3/4 here. There you go. Lightspeed, did you ever do the Tripod gingerbread cookie? Let me know in the chat. I know we were so Steven Lightspeed did a bunch of the gingerbread articulating models. I think we showed him last week, and he emailed me and I said we need a tripod version. And if you don't know Tripod's Garage, he lost his leg a long time ago, and such a cool guy.
He slipped and fell at Murph. That's where he lost it.
He slipped at Murph and lost his leg. But so I said we got to make a tripod version. He did. I didn't see it yet. Dang it, I need to see that one. But so he's awesome. He has an awesome channel. It does all sorts of cool stuff. But once you get onto his humor, it's funny. But then if you're not into his humor, people are like, "Are you making fun of that guy?" Oh my god. A long time ago. So it's okay to laugh now. Yes, it is. There you go. See, that's funny. But paper bag, Taco Bell. I may have to print this just because now. I don't even know why.
Really anything.
I don't know why. But Christmas, you could print these in Christmas colors and give them away. All right, next. Chris Travis. This is scrubbing bubbles at 245%. This is going to my. So I got to point this out, Aaron. I know you're new to HotMakes, but this is an official HotMakes banana for scale.
Somebody just has like 1/4 of a banana.
Yeah, so this is the HotMakes official.
That's awesome.
Tom Lama, I believe. He came up with this, and
my favorite part about the banana for scale is since
I gotta
it's 3D
say,
printed,
we
you
haven't
can print
seen
it at
someone
any
use this
scale.
quite a bit. Oh, give me 1 second. There we go. You still with me?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think he lost his audio.
my audio just powered off in my ear, which was awesome.
I love the scrubbing bubbles.
There we go.
Model, though.
I should be back.
I hear you.
You've been here the whole time.
Oh no. 1 second. So I heard a sound and I thought Gary was messing with the sound board. There we go. I'm back. I threw the other one in. So I heard this sound and I'm like, what is the battery sound? I never heard that one before, Gary. And also I heard power off and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I just happen to have a sound effect of the battery turn off sound for your specific model of headphone.
Yeah.
For Raycon earbuds.
Okay, now that I know what it is, I will find that sound effect.
This was a huge hit at work today. Awesome, Chris.
That's awesome.
I do love the banana for scale. The print is giant scrubbing bubbles. So there you go.
That's great.
It's so funny. All right, what else? Oh, this is a good one. Off our 3D, Daryl did this
some awesome
flexible
ODST stuff.
He does. This is a flexible. He said you thought flexible armor was the end of the line. Have you seen a helmet do this before? Check this out.
I have never seen that before.
It's so good. Oh, I love it.
That is cool.
Yeah. Have you ever met Daryl?
I've never met him in person, but we talk about Halo projects. He's going to help me paint the Arbiter once I'm at that stage.
Ooh, nice. He's awesome and very tall. No, he's awesome. Love his work, and I love a flexible
Yeah, that's really cool.
armor there. We get it one more time. There you go. I mean, normally if this is happening, you're crying. You know, like if you just saw your bucket got smashed like this, all the time and work you put into it.
Yeah, that's really cool though.
So good. All right. What else we got? I know we're getting close here. Oh, okay. I gotta do this little shout out. Real quick before I do this though. Here. Asking you shall receive.
Oh no.
This is the gingerbread collection. It wouldn't be complete without the Tripods Garage Edutech. There you go.
Even has his hat.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You know what would make this even more complete? Steven, if this was like the bite mark, see the little frosting here or whatever. If this was like a bite mark on his leg. You know?
That's great.
But this is awesome. We must go print this now. That's pretty cool. All right. So unless you've been hiding under a rock, you probably heard of the Bamboo Lab X1 Carbon, the machines that are out. They've been out for a minute. Crazy successful Kickstarter, all the good stuff. Well, they threw out a teaser picture about a new model they're coming out with. And yeah, well, this statement right here says it all. We severely underestimated the tenacity of some of you and the lengths you're willing to go to find out more about the P1P. So as a reward, here's another teaser, if we can call it that now, which you haven't managed to find. So I saw a post yesterday and someone said, I found this on the server. Whatever that means, take that however you want. I don't know what happened, but I can tell you, I got to show this because we built it up this far because you haven't seen this yet. Well, most people have seen this probably by now, but I just thought it was a cool bumper. Do that a little easier. And this music is probably, there you go. So there you go. If you haven't seen it yet, you've seen it now, and you don't have to go digging for it. It's right here. There's pictures released.
You don't have to hack their server.
I don't know what happened. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. This is like one of the original pictures. It was just like a little cover, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, there's pictures being released and all sorts of stuff, and it's like, whoa. So I had to throw that in there today. What is Bamboo Lab? I don't know. But yeah, so you don't have to go digging anymore. It's released. You can see them now. It's all good. A server somewhere had a leak. Yes, that's exactly what happened. But no, I appreciate it. I know I only did like 8 HotMakes today because we wanted to talk with you quite a bit. Pretty fun stuff though. The community comes up with it.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
A squishable helmet. I love that.
And a Taco Bell bag.
Taco Bell bag. Why not? I mean, and a banana for scale, of course.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
You want a banana?
The super sticky tape stuff they slap on the big clear water tank in the commercials.
Flex seal or whatever it is. Flex tape.
Yeah. We'll call it server seal.
Flex tape.
Yeah. But all right. Well,
What's
the
question?
We definitely appreciate you having you here, really. But can you tell us before we go? I'm catching myself up because I'm laughing about Taco Bell bags in my head here. I'm seriously thinking about printing them for gift bags for Christmas now. But who are you? What do you do? Where can we find all your cool stuff one more time?
Right. So my name is Aaron. I run a site called galacticarmory.net where I make Halo, Star Wars, all sorts of 3D print files that you can use for your own 3D printers. I am on Patreon at patreon.com/Galactic Armory, where I release all of my new files for only $15 a month. So that's a great way to support my stuff and my work, while also getting a lot of great quality 3D printing STLs for yourself. Oh, I think I cannot hear you.
I muted and I didn't mean to.
There you
I
go.
said, and the only place that you can get the medieval armor is on your Patreon, right?
That's right.
Nice. And there you go. Just started a helmet print. Thank you.
Hey, awesome. Good luck with your print.
Yeah, I might have to now. Does it come with a plastic bag or a paper bag even?
It does not. I should model
Inside.
a paper bag STL.
I don't know if you print with supports on the inside of your buckets, but like the inside is actually supports, but it's actually a paper bag.
There you go. I just print a paper bag around the outside of the helmet.
Oh man. Gary's out of control. I saw it in the private chat. But man, we appreciate you being here.
Yeah, no, something.
Thanks.
There was something weird with the feed there for a second.
Thank you for coming on and talking about what you do. I cannot wait to see how tall the new print is going to be. And if you're having Daryl paint it, I can't wait to see when it's finished.
He's just going to offer me advice because that guy's crazy good at painting. So I'm just going to pick his brain. But yeah, thank you so much for having me on. I had a great time.
No, we appreciate it. Stay right there. We'll be right back with you. Everybody else, thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Every Monday, right here, 6 p.m. Central. We have some fun with you. We have a bunch of cool guests coming up. Like I talked a little bit about earlier, David Hewlett will be with us next week. So tune in then. I believe we have an update from Abby as far as that project goes too. In 2 weeks, Walter Welsh, Waltimus Prime will be with us. Both reschedules from a couple weeks ago. So stay with us for those. And we have some more fun stuff to announce for December coming up. So we will see you guys soon. I'm not going to keep you too long tonight. I know it's Monday and we went way late last week. So everybody out there, have a great week. We'll see you next week. See you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Game over.